In this video, I'm going to lay out my plan on how I would save the Matrix franchise if I worked for the Wachowskis / Warner Brothers / Village Roadshow in 5 easy steps. Step 1. Let things cool off. By now, everyone has seen the reviews. They're not great. In the box office, it broke 100 million, but this has to feel like a total failure for everyone involved. I'm guessing they were hoping for at least $1 billion. Now, they have to see their Disney and Marvel frenemies at the Hollywood parties celebrating Spider-Man with over $1.53 billion so far. I would just let things cool off and get ready to gear up for the next chapter. Step 2. Give us a live-action HBO Max series that shows all events in the ANIMATRIX that happened before the original Matrix. For those of you who don't know, there are 5 short stories that happened before the original Matrix. If you have not seen them, I highly recommend that you go check them out. There's some on YouTube, and you could also buy it on Amazon for $5. I think at the very least, the Second Renaissance would be a fantastic show. Step 3. Because the shows were so amazing, we're going to win some Golden Globes. Now, the fans are hungry for more, but we're not going to give it to them quite yet. This is what I call the forbidden fruit theory. People want what they can't have, so we got to keep them wanting just a little more. Step 4. Another HBO Max show showing the 5 earlier versions of the Matrix. You might remember when the architect tells Neo,
"The Matrix is older than you know. I prefer counting from the emergence of one integral anomaly to the emergence of the next, in which case this is the 6th version."
Or maybe you remember when Agent Smith told Morpheus,
"Did you know that the first Matrix was designed to be a perfect human world where none suffered, where everyone would be happy? It was a disaster. No one would accept the program. Entire crops were lost."
Let us see what that looked like. Maybe show a couple episodes per version of the Matrix, show us how the people came to reject the Paradise Matrix. Then show us the second version of the Matrix, where the architect did the exact opposite.
Thus I redesigned it, based on your history, to more accurately reflect the varying grotesqueries of your nature. However, I was again frustrated by failure.
Come to think about it, that sounds like a great Halloween special that you guys can release during the month of October. You're welcome. Maybe show us a younger Merovingian smuggling out the werewolves and the vampires before the Matrix got updated. Now that's something I personally would want to see. Step 4. Because the content is so good, we're winning more Golden Globes. Now the people are ready. Maybe they forgot how bad Matrix Resurrections was, or they're willing to forgive because the recent content was so good. Which brings us to the final step, Matrix 5. First thing here, ditch the swarm mode. Matrix Resurrections was a great movie for 49 minutes, until we saw the swarm mode zombies. If you really think about it, this makes the agents pointless. Why even have the agents in the Matrix if you can just do swarm mode whenever you want? Next, ditch the wannabe R2-D2 robot stuff. I'm not sure if this was an attempt at a cash grab to try to make toys, but please don't do that again. We know that the machines can talk from the Animatrix and even from Deus Machina in Revolutions.
What do you want? Peace.
Lastly, one of the biggest things that was missed in Resurrections was not explaining how Neo was able to see when he was blinded and how he was able to stop the Sentinels in the real world. Personally, I think the best way that this can be saved is with the spoon. Make Neo find the spoon again and realize that the message the Spoon Boy was trying to send was that Zion is also a Matrix. Maybe we can have a little power struggle between Neo and Trinity because Neo's trying to convince her that Zion's not real, but Trinity's excited to keep going back into the Matrix because she now has powers that she never thought she'd be able to have. I'm not saying they need to become enemies, but maybe Neo convincing her that Zion is a Matrix could be a major part of this next film. Then it could end with them getting out of the Zion Matrix, but we can't quite see what it is yet. And now you're set up for the Matrix 6. Now, all of this would be really nice to see, but there's one thing that needs to get settled first. If you didn't know, Village Roadshow and Warner Brothers are currently in a lawsuit against each other, and this is likely going to delay any new Matrix content coming out in the near future. I wish them both the best of luck, and I hope that they can come to a conclusion that they're happy with. That way, ultimately, we can get to the next chapter that the fans are eager to see. If you made it this far in the video, I'd really appreciate you giving a like or consider hitting that subscribe button. If you love movies, this is the place for you, and I will see you guys in the next one.